Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So today this is a different kind of video. You guys are gonna listen to me just kind of talk. We're gonna chat. We're gonna spill some tea, as this cute little picture that I made, wow, I'm so creative, says here. So basically, you guys know I don't like to bring negativity to the channel. Now this isn't really, okay, it's kind of negative, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like this could be controversial, but I talk about this a lot with some of my doll collecting friends, and I've often expressed how I would like to do a video like this to see if a lot of my subscribers, I feel weird calling you guys subscribers, even though that's what you are, but you guys are like my friends, you know? But anyway, if any of you feel the same way. So doll collecting is fun, right? Okay, it is something that for me specifically, it just kind of helps with my struggle with anxiety and depression. I've always been very, very open about my mental health struggles with everybody. I'm not, like, I don't want to sugarcoat or hide anything. Like, I'm very open. I do this for, like, awareness and stuff like that. So doll collecting is seriously something that I found I rediscovered at a very, very critical time in my life. And I really think it has helped me tremendously the past 2.5 years, I think, that I've been back in this world. I have discovered doll lines, I have rediscovered doll lines, and it has just been so freaking fun and amazing. Okay, so that is the plus, okay? And I've been able to have this channel and grow with all of you and meet all of you. And seriously, if I am having a bad day, I'm like, I'm just gonna go and do a live stream. And usually it's like at night and stuff, because I know that's when like most of you are done with work, and you know, summer's almost over, so school as well is in the evening. So if I'm having a bad day, I just want to talk to random people on the internet about dolls and animals and stuff like that. So that's what we do on my live streams, which is amazing, okay? And so basically, that's the good part of doll collecting. Now, as a child, I had primarily American Girl and, you know, Barbies for a time, and then Bratz, okay? So I've started recollecting American Girl and Bratz. And you guys know we talk about the, I hate using the word rare or hard to find and all that stuff. I hate using those words because it's like, I say this a lot. If you label something as rare in an eBay listing or a Mercari listing, it's literally just like, oh, this one is rare, so I'm gonna like times the price by 4 and then make them pay $20 in shipping. That's not how it works, guys. So basically, it's just, if this is all over the place, this is me like walking around my doll room, because I do my best thinking when I'm on my feet, and I don't really know how to format this video. I do a lot of impromptu speaking, so I don't really know how to format this video. These are just my thoughts. Basically, the gist of this is, when you get back into collecting dolls, or if you're like me, when you get back into collecting dolls, or if you have discovered a new doll line that you like, but they're all, in the case of like Monster and Ever After and basically Bratz, I know the reproductions are out, but I'm talking about like the older stuff. If they're all like retired and stuff, you know, I say retired just because that's what American Girl uses, okay? So you want to collect these dolls, okay? You love them. You think they're amazing. So you go to where people go on the secondhand market, secondhand websites, eBay, Mercari, Facebook Marketplace, Shop Goodwill, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so that's where you go, right? eBay and Mercari, Mercari kind of is becoming that way too. So I don't know what possesses a human being to charge $1,000 for a brand new Sweet Dreams Felicia inbox. Okay? If I have the picture still, my friend sent it to me because we were comparing insane listings for Bratz specifically. We do it like every day because there's dolls that I want and there's dolls that he wants. And we realize that we're probably never going to find them because people are greedy as all get out. And these, yes, they're dolls, okay? You guys, we love them. We love them so, so much. But at the end of the day, they are materialistic things, okay? Why would you charge that much for plastic, and who would pay that much for plastic? I probably sound like really ungrateful for the dolls I have, which I'm totally not. It's extremely frustrating when you're looking for something in any aspect, when you're looking for something and you come across it and you're like, oh my God, it's perfect, it's great, it's amazing. And it's like outrageous. Like, as an adult collector, you have bills to pay, and you have, in my case, animals to take care of. And some people have, children to take care of. And so, yes, this is like a fun little hobby, but stuff like that, when it just kind of like crushes your spirit, because you realize, like, why would someone be that greedy? Like, what? Like, why? It just doesn't make any sense. Like, people are so incredibly greedy, and it's just awful, and it's sickening to see. Now, I do need to explain. If you are someone who will pay a lot of money for dolls, this is not at you. It's really just like whatever you want to pay, you can. This is just for those people who, some people literally, they'll just label it Bratz doll, and then they'll charge like $100 for it nude with no feet. And Monster and Ever After, nude, no limbs, no clothes. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. And the way I collect specifically, I am not going to pay an outrageous amount for a tiny little Bratz doll. I don't care if it's new in box. I don't care if it's Princess Chloe. She's my holy grail. I have found many Princess Chloes, but I'm not going to pay the price of an American Girl for a Bratz doll. American Girl, I don't have an issue paying $100 for, because that is what they sell for retail. Okay. Like 100, what are they? 115 now. That's a whole nother story, but I have paid my most expensive American Girl. I don't particularly share this information, but I feel like I should. I have paid, Yasmin cost me over $300. Yasmin is my most, like, I don't know. My mom says she looks very bougie. Basically, she has a full face up complete with, eyeshadow, makeup, lips, like all that, everything. I will pay that much for a custom. I will not pay that much for a Princess Jade out of box with no feet. I keep referencing the Princess line because it's my favorite, and I don't think I'll ever own any of them, but it's okay. So, it's just another one that we see. Okay, so we all know this is mainly for Bratz because of the fact that I'm really back into them now, and it's very, very hard to get Bratz for, a decent price. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, okay, well, go to thrift stores and go to Savers. I don't have any Savers near me. I have Goodwills, and Goodwills, usually with all their toys, they put a tremendous amount of them on Shop Goodwill, which, if you don't know what that is, it is auctioned. So you can imagine what happens there. Go to flea markets and stuff. My problem is with my visual impairment, I can't drive. So I have to ask somebody, which my family and friends are very, very supportive of my hobby, but I just feel like I feel bad if I'm like, hey, can we go find some flea markets? And then we have nothing, we find nothing. And I'm like, oh, I feel really bad, but you're not going to find something awesome every time you go, which is something we have to realize. So there's just a lot of the overpricing and stuff makes people not want to collect. And I've seen this. I was looking in some Bratz Facebook groups yesterday, and some people are commenting, and they're like, I would really like to find my dream doll, but it's the scalping is ridiculous, and it makes me not want to collect these. And I'm like, I kind of remember why I got back into them, and then I stopped, because I would much rather have my Rainbow High collection, where I pay retail price for a doll and 2 outfits. And that's not comparing two companies, because MGA makes Bratz and Rainbow High, but you know what I mean? It's just, I hope all of this makes sense. Like I said, I'm just walking around, expressing my thoughts. If anyone actually cares to watch this video, it does happen in American Girl too. There are some that people will sell for thousands of dollars. And if you are someone who would pay that much, this isn't at the people who would pay that price for dolls. This is at the people who are like, oh, I have this doll and I'm just going to see how much they've sold for in the past. And then they see that. So then they think, oh, well, I could probably try and make more money off this if it sold for that much. You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. And it just really I don't know. It's just super, super frustrating. And I held off on making this, but I was, like I said, I was talking to my friend yesterday and he's like, you definitely should. I'd be here for that. I'm like, I don't think I should do it. But you know what? After looking in those Facebook groups and seeing stuff like that, I totally understand there's pros and cons of being a doll collector, okay? There's way more pros than cons usually, but the biggest con of being a doll collector is dealing with the scalpers and the money-hungry, greedy people of the internet. So I don't know if that's all I want to say. I might stop this and then think of something and then come back. But I know we do my outrageous eBay listings, which that's fun for me because it's kind of funny to laugh at these and see the ridiculous prices people will charge for the dolls. Even if they're out of box, like I said, with absolutely nothing, they're still going to charge you. Like I saw a long time ago, Courtly Jester shared, I think it was a Campfire Felicia. She had some of her limbs, she was completely, it had nothing, absolutely nothing, no feet, no clothes, no nothing. Some of her limbs were chewed, and I think it was about $450. I could be wrong, and I think it was on Mercari. I could go back and look. I might if I remember to do so. And I think it sold. Who in their right mind would even sell that poor Felicia? I mean, okay, we'll sell her. Somebody can, but Felicias are difficult to rebody. If you did not know, Felicia is the darkest skin tone Bratz doll, and she only had 2. Well, now she has 3, but I don't know if Holiday Felicia, you could rebody like original Felicia's heads onto those. But I'm saying like Felicias are difficult to rebody. It's absolutely sad. If you heard Olivia, she is in here meowing at me. I think she senses when I am like all worked up. But it's crazy. And that is why I am hoping these Bratz reproductions keep going the way they are, because we had a mini hiccup with the Rock Angels, but that's okay. It's fine. It was their second repro line, so I don't know what they were trying to do, but I think they've realized that we just want, the same thing as what was made before. Now, I know this is probably not ideal for people who already have all those lines, but for people like myself and others I've talked to that are just getting into Bratz for the first time or are getting back into Bratz and were not collecting during the era that these new Reboot dolls were coming out, this is good. I've got all my Series 1 girls. I love them so much. They're so adorable. It's really hard to get like Sasha's and Jade's specifically. So I love my Sasha and my 2 Jades that I've got now. But really, like, I'm excited for the reboot. I'm thinking of doing probably another top 10, because you guys know that's my favorite thing to do. Probably a top 10 Bratz lines I would like to see rebooted. Princess is number 1. Princess, please. Like, I don't know why they think, like, when I say they, I mean the evil scalpers of the internet. They think like, oh, this is a princess one, so I'm gonna charge over $100 for it, even if it's not wearing anything or has no feet. Like, and then you go to buy the clothes or the shoes, and it's like freaking Princess Roxy's one shoe for like $75. Like, what? Do you know how hard it is to buy a doll with one shoe and then try and find the other pair? No. I know this is all over the place, but I feel like as doll collectors, you guys will understand. This isn't me like ranting about, oh my God, like, okay, it is me ranting, but I'm not like, stopping collecting, blah, blah, blah. It's just kind of my thoughts that I've been noticing a lot more as I become more active in the Bratz community. Like I said, it does happen in other communities too. It's specifically, I've noticed Bratz and Monster High, but I don't collect Monster High because of that, and they are difficult to get with their stands and their limbs. Bratz, you just got to worry about their feet. But Monster High, it's a bit difficult because you got to get their stands and their limbs. So I have noticed it happens in those communities specifically, but like I said, it does happen in American Girl as well. Okay, well, I think I have talked everyone's ear off for way too long now, and hopefully I have said all I needed to say. But I want to know, let me know what your opinions on the insane prices of the secondhand doll market, because I would be like really interested. in that. But anyway, if you have not already, give this video a big thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, I promise you this is like not my normal content at all. So if you would like some more positive and fun videos, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to tap that really cool notification bell so you'll never miss a new video. Have a blessed day and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye everybody.